So, like, it's gonna feel a lot better in the final version. Like, I think it's gonna feel a lot better tailored. Not a fan of certain weapons being locked, like it's holding back the amount of inputs from their previous games. Yeah, but they've also simplified it in that same respect, Pain. Like, so, like, when you get the claws and you have to do the, like, what would be a skill, right? A skill input. They've given it a sense of fluidity that makes it feel more attributable to a, beat-em-up kind of, like, style game, and Neo has always been majorly about comboing and stuff like that, so I think it gives it a bit of fluidity and it gives it a bit of accessibility as well. And I think limiting the amount of inputs that you have to do is actually kind of a good move, because while it was really cool in terms of technical specificity, I think it provided a lot of cumbersome and problematic things, like, if you were playing co-op and you had lag, your inputs would not go through correctly. And I feel like this is going to act as a limiter for that, so I think it's kind of a good move, TBH. Okay, we are going with the motherfucking Odachi. Select and learn a martial art. Deflect is highly recommended, as it is a powerful martial art. Yeah, we are getting Deflect right away. Press L1 before getting attacked by anything but a burst to repel it. Successfully repelling an attack will restore your ki and increase your ninjutsu and arts gauges as well. So you get an incentive to swap between the styles just by simply deflecting enemy attacks when you're using Deflect, which is really cool. That promotes seamless, like, fluidity between the two combat styles, and I think that's really neat. And in the final version, they're obviously gonna have, like, more skill incentives for you to be able to swap between the two, and I think that's fucking awesome. So we're gonna start predominantly with Constitution. We're gonna get Constitution up to, like, maybe 15 before we stop, just so I have some beefiness, so I don't have to worry about getting fucking 1 or 2 shot by enemies. Exploring the world will help you in your battles in a variety of ways. Interacting with friendly yokai will increase the maximum number of elixirs you can carry, or even teach you martial arts. You may also find treasure chests guarded by powerful foes or hordes of enemies. Opening treasure chests can offer you rare items or powerful equipment. This was another really good change. I think this is fucking neat. So no longer are you just mindlessly grinding enemies like in a shit slop fucking fest of, like, literally spending 6 or 7 hours to get a particular fucking drop. You just get rare shit from boxes that are guarded by camps or, like, really strong enemies. Like, that seems like a really good change. And then if I remember correctly, I think there's a Scampus over here. Like, literally, they start you off with the Scampus, like, straight away. But, like, when you come here, you're expecting a whole bunch of really dangerous evil shit because it's a wide open field, so they kind of fuck with you a little bit, and I like that. I'm also going to be looking for the Chijiku right away so I can get my skills to be augmented. And that's something I didn't have, really. I didn't really know what the Chijiku were when I first played, and then, like, I shot one because that was the only way I could hit it, and then it gave me a skill augment, and I was like, oh. So, like, literally, I love everything they've done with this. It's so fucking cool. These little flying bee bastards fucking suck ass, though. I'm not gonna hold you. They're kind of annoying, but if you just bombard them with ninjutsu, they're not really all that bad. They're a pain in the ass to hit physically, but, like, other than that, they're not terrible. Are you on the L3 sprint or old Neo way? I don't like the way it works on L3. I like it when you, like, so when you beat the alpha, for those who don't know, you unlock a skill that allows you to traverse the open world whenever you're not in combat with, like, 3 times the speed. And it's fucking awesome. It's so cool. Like, I like having sprint not be a click, hold down. Like, I like literally just sprinting around. The only time I really honestly don't like it, like, can I adjust it, actually? Vibration intensity, subtitles, damage display, blah 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 blah. I don't think you can, actually. I would honestly like to make it so it doesn't have to be clicked in. I'd rather just have, like, sprint all the time. Please tell me Confusion is still the primo strat. Confusion is not the primo strat, really, at least not anymore, because the rate at which you build up ninjutsu, you actually need to put a lot of stock into ninjutsu, at least like 15 or so points, to be able to get any fruitfulness out of it. Other than that, it's kind of like a little pot shot tool that you use. If you use enemy weaknesses against them for build-up, then it's actually applicable. But if you're not using anything like something is like resistant to, or like not resistant to or whatever, then it fucking sucks and it's like almost entirely worthless. but ninjutsu does come in more forms than just attacks. It comes in form of evasion and stuff as well. No, there's weapon-based inflections. Like, you can still get weapons that imbue lightning and paralysis and water and all that bullshit. All that's still very much here. I assume you haven't seen what they did with the Magatsu yet. Because, like, I'm not gonna hold you. The Magatsu in this is fucking crazy. Like, they gave him multi-elemental weapons. Like, literally he does water and lightning, or fire and lightning, or lightning and water. Like, literally he's just bullshit. They literally just made him cancer. That's kind of what they did. They literally just made him like fucking Yamata no Orochi. Like, are you quite finished? Are you quite finished? These big head guys are a little bit weird. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I don't know how I feel about them as a new yokai. They do get like a ton of hyper armor though. That's something that's a little bit annoying, TBH. Oh, I was already in ninjutsu. Oops. I thought I was in samurai. See, that should take care of him. Oh, that's why, okay. I thought I was in samurai because I'm also using, like, dual swords on this, so... That makes sense. That's typically, in most cases, why I prefer claws, to be honest. That way I don't get mixed up with the styles. But yeah, they still definitely most certainly have weapon-based infliction. I'm trying to remember where all the Chijiku are, if I'm being, like, totally super honest. So if I remember correctly, I think over here on the beachfront near the ships is a Yamainu, and the Yamainu are like one of my new favorite yokai. Like, they are so goddamn cool. The Yamainu are like really, really neat. They're like weird lycanthropic wolf things with a whole bunch of shigi on them. Like, they're fucking sick. It also seems like, at least to me, like they've repurposed wind in this game, so not only have they brought wind back, but they've reorchestrated the way wind works. So I think wind makes enemies take more ki damage. I don't know if it has different properties for humans and yokai, or if it works the same way for both. But it'd be Agaki just shit on me. Agaki shit on me. How fucking actually dare you, you piece of shit. I can't believe I just got shit on by a fucking Gaki. What has my life come to? That's how you know it's a Neo game, when you're getting shit on by fucking Gaki. Fucking bastard. Oh wait, I didn't prepare the Skelly Warrior, did I? Or did I? Oh, I did, okay. That was the first thing I did when I came in here. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm just making sure there's no archers, because I fucking hate archers in this game. That was way too early to deflect. Can't even call that a deflect, because it was so early. Alright, let's do ourselves a favor. And full HP. And this is also something I really, really like. I think this is really neat. So, Samurai and Ninjutsu also get their own attributable armor sets that are exclusive to these two styles, which I think is really awesome. Like, it's really neat. Like, no longer do you have just one set of armor that's only applicable, like, widely to everything. Now you can, like, do different builds in conjunction with one another, which is really sick. And, like, you got to do that before when it was tied to Guardian Spirits, but now it's tied to something else, and I think it's personally a better implementation of it. In all honesty, I think it's a lot better. So we can change our armor up for our ninjutsu, and we can change our armor up for our samurai as well. And I found predominantly that there really is no fucking goddamn point in investing anything into endurance so you can wear heavier equipment. Because everything available in the alpha demo, so if you plan on playing this yourself, just skip over it. like, please just do yourself a favor. Invest in ki, because you're going to need it, and invest in health, and invest in your ninjutsu. Those are going to be the 3 things you're going to be primarily using. So keep that in mind. The triangle attack feels buggy, at least how it feels the most time trying to chain it, and the martial arts conflict with it. There's only one thing I really had an issue with. So when I got the Chijiku for the Odachi or whatever, which affects Moonlit Snow, I was trying to find, like, there's, like, a weird skill that you get where you can, like, do an extra input, but it's only tied to a particular button, but it works for every stance. And the description of it is very, very muddied and, like, doesn't make a lot of sense, so it's hard to put into application. Because, like, it's not very hyper-specifically tuned, so you don't know, like, what the fuck it's actually talking about. So we are, first and foremost, we are going to unlock low stance for Odachi, because I think you want to prioritize mobility with every single weapon. You are largely, predominantly going to be prioritizing your low stance for a lot of stuff. And Flux. You always want to go with Flux. So what Flux does is basically, like, let's say I'm in low stance, right? And I do an attack chain. You can ki pulse, right? And you recover a certain amount of ki. But if you're in low stance, and then you ki pulse, and you go to mid stance, and then switch to high stance, or any of the other stances from whatever stance that you're primarily in when you initiate, you recover twice the ki. Very, very beneficial stuff. That's right, I'm not supposed to be dodging in this. I'm not really good at that burst yet. I haven't learned how to do that. Oh, he got me with that? Really? I thought I dodged that. Oh shit. He's beating my ass. Okay, he's beating my ass a lot. Guess we're gonna have to quit playing light ball, huh? What? Why did my dodge come out late? Oh shit. Alright, GG's. I didn't dodge that in time. You're right. Wish I didn't suck at this game. I really wish I didn't suck at this game. Yeah, honestly, this is really, really bad, TBH. Really? Okay. He wrapped around his whole body with this claw and hit me. That was a really awful fight on my part, TBH. A lot of my reaction time was not as fast as I would have liked it to be. That's alright though, we're fine. It's kind of weird because I played the alpha for like a good, like, I want to say 7 or 8 hours, and then like now I've lost the Yama-Inu speed, so like I don't know what his pacing is. Okay, let's get our little buddy back and not play like shit, shall we? I said not play like shit. God, like, alright, that's another thing I gotta say, is like the winded recovery is way too long. And it was like that in the previous beta for Neo as well. Like when they did the beta for Neo 2. I think the winded recovery was really, really, really shit. So like, I think that's definitely something that needs adjustment on the final release. No, I mean, like, honestly, like, I fought that Yama-Inu like shit. I, like, couldn't even call that a fight, to be totally honest with you. Like, I got fucking bodied by that thing. My dodge game was just not in it. Like, usually my reaction time is much better than that. I got shot on by Agaki again. What? No. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I dodged. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Later, Mibu. Have a good one, buddy. That is all my elixir for the Yama-Inu fight. Like, literally down the drain. That's alright. Oh yeah, I forgot when you're stenched, it, like, reduces the effect of your, That's right. Alright, tell you what, we'll save the Yama-Inu for later, and I'll introduce you to him when I can actually fight him and not play like shit, and I actually have heals. Getting freed up in the fucking Neo Alpha. As you do. It wouldn't be Neo if you didn't, right? And then I also really love the way they did Kodama blessings in this, how you can, like, retract them, and you don't have to worry about investing them primarily in one thing and then, like, losing your allocation. So, like, I like how you can, like, freely move them around, which is really sick. The new generation of gamers don't give a fuck about dodging. Well, I give a fuck about deflecting and dodging, I just suck really bad. If I sucked a little bit less, it'd be a lot easier. What? Oh, okay. I was like, where the dude, where the fuck are these Gakis coming from, man? What the fuck? There's one Gaki here and there's one Gaki there. Where's the other one? The big Gakis don't throw small rocks. Since when? Not mine, Neo. Come on, lads. I don't have any skills yet, so I can't do anything super fashionable. Fucking Gaki's pissing me off. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna have a go at me from behind, aren't you? Classic Neo. Oh, my deflector there was total trash. Get your big head ass out of my game. You know what's really funny? Like, I didn't die in this alpha until I hit the Crucible. When I hit the Crucible at Yamagata Castle, or whatever the fuck it's called, Hinamatsu or whatever, literally I fell into the lava like 5 times due to unresponsive jump controls. And then there was a time where a Gaki literally bitch slapped me and like killed me in one hit because it pushed me into lava. So, yeah, I think they drastically, if they're gonna be doing that as a common thing, I don't know if that's gonna be the structure or, what you can expect from every map, but it seems that way. So, it seems like it's gonna have giant, crazy, multifaceted maps with, exploration stuff, and, like, Kodama, and, like, finding Shijiku, like, and, Scampuses in every map, and then you're gonna have a Crucible. So, for those who don't know, after you complete the alpha and you kill the Snake Lady, the Snake Grandma, you can go back through that Crucible and undertake a really crazy hard mission where the Crucible is entirely redone and laden with new enemies. And, then you fight a completely different boss than the Snake Lady. You fight this demonic general dude on a horse, and he's the, yokai demon version of the guy that you fight in the intro for the tutorial. So, like, this alpha actually has, like, 4 bosses in it. You have the Magatsu warrior, which is renamed to the blood-drenched demon. You have Mezuki making a return with a slightly, advanced moveset. And then you have the horse guy and you have the snake lady. So there's actually 4 bosses you can fight. So that's actually pretty goddamn juicy for an alpha, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, Neo's last alpha had, a Nenra, and it had,
The closer we get, the more oppressive the air becomes.
what the fuck is the name of the snake from Neo 2? With the ambulance soundtrack? Because he sends new players to the emergency room.
Yokai we are dealing with.
Like, I'm waiting for this dude to attack because I know how the fuck Neo works. Like, I'm gonna go for a fucking attack on this dude and try and kill him, and this dude's gonna fucking stab me and run me out of key, and then I'm gonna get stabbed by both of them and then die. Like, I know how the fuck Neo works. Like, nice try, loser. Come back when you've wizened up a bit, alright, buddy? I like how they also automatically switch your arrows when you're running out of, Oh, I didn't headshot that guy? Alright, that's a problem. That's a technical foul. There we go. Oh my god, this idiot ran himself out of key, running all the way over to get to me. What a noob. Fucking losers, I swear to god. I don't know where the hell they're getting these guys from. These must be the new recruits. That's another arrow guy on the roof, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Sorry, he hasn't noticed me yet, though, so it should be fine. Where were you going with that, dude? Oh, the fucking, my compensation is so trash for the way he's walking. So, this is actually an enemy encampment, I believe, so, like, literally, oh, I don't have the skill yet, that's why I'm not getting it. Okay, that makes sense. So this is an enemy encampment, and when you clear the enemy encampments, your region level goes up. And I can't remember entirely what region level does, but basically, like, I think you get, like, better Amrita drops, like, the higher your region level is, but I could be wrong. There's, like, some weird incentive to it, but I can't remember what. Oh, I hear a Chijiku, actually. So I can introduce you guys to them, if you don't already know. But I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna have to find it. It's not here, it's definitely gonna be up in the air. There it is. Are you guys ready to meet the Chijiku? They are fucking cute as shit. I want one. I will take 50. Chijiko are yokai that look like floating handballs. They love being used for target practice, and if you pet them after bringing one down, they will give you something precious as a sign of friendship. Listen to the sound of bells to find them. So, you get a samurai lock, and then you get a transformed art, Whirling Tiger Water. So, literally, all the Chijiku have different moves attached to them. They're different augmentations for different attacks that you have. So, if we switch over to the, if we switch over to the ninjutsu style and we equip the claws, and then we go into our skill directory and we go over to the claws, or they're called talons in this game, I suppose. There we have Whirling Tiger, and it's a skill that we already unlock. And then once we get a ninjutsu point, we can actually put an investment point into this, and we get a faster wind up, and we get to augment it to water as an element. So, like, literally, I think that is an awesome system for what they did. I think that's so fucking cool.
This red rock.
Yeah, now, as for the crucibles, we are not going to be fucking with the crucibles yet. We are nowhere near equipped for crucibles right now. But we'll do that later. And there's plenty of fun to be had in the crucibles, and it's honestly a really cool concept that they did. And it's kind of like Dark Souls 2, like when you die and you hollow a little bit, and then you can hollow and hollow and hollow some more. And the way that you regain the life degradation, so like you accrue life degradation whenever you take damage in the crucible, but as you hit enemies and as you kill them, it like actually recovers your health value. So like I think it's really cool. It's like a double-edged sword, like give and take, whatever. It's a naturally implemented way to like make it a little bit more difficult and a little bit more critical, and like I think that's really cool. Like literally, I have nothing but praise for what they've done with the game. Like it's so fucking awesome in almost every regard. I have very, very minor flaws. Some of the hitboxes and grab boxes for things I found are a little bit wacky, but like only on specific targets, only on specific enemies. Some of the dodge framing needs to be a little bit improved, but like it's all in all really not that bad. Some martial arts can be enhanced into transformed arts with very different qualities. They are difficult to master but have more potent effects. Track down Chijiko, the friendly yokai that look like floating balls in various lands, to unlock them. So, for example, now that we have the claws, we can follow up a light attack into our strong attack, which basically gives us that. And now its effect is watery. Why is it not doing it? Do you have to do two? That's so weird. You have to like mash it. Like it's kind of strange. You have to like really pressure it to get it to come out. I think that needs a little bit of work, honestly, if we're talking about combat fluidity, but still pretty cool. Still pretty fucking cool. Make a quick stop at the shrine, get some more levels. Now we got Long Stride. So this introduces up to another thing that they've done. So now we have skill management. So much like we have skills for samurai, we also have skills that are attributable to ninja. And vice versa, we have skills that are attributable to both fighting styles, both combat styles. So extends distance traveled when dodging. So if we equip this, now our dodge with the claws is going to be substantially better. Literally, that's a mega difference already. Like, you can see, and it even applies to the roll as well. Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. Ah. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I remembered another group of jabronis out here. Where did you guys go to Neo school? I have to ask. Like, seriously, where the fuck are they finding these dudes? These dudes are so inept. No wonder they keep producing Neo games, because people's commanderies keep getting fucked up by new players. How are these guys getting so freed up by new people? Fucking ridiculous. I remember back in the good old days of Neo 1, where, like, some dude could look at you funny and that was like literally a third mortgage on your house. Some dude hit you with an axe, even if you weren't out of key, you were like dead 3 times over. And that was Neo 1. Nobody knew what the hell Neo 1 damage balancing was because it was non-fucking existent. It's just like a what damage balancing, and that was all of Neo 1. So now you can do another thing. They've added stealth mechanics. So they've John Sekiro'd our Neo. So now you can hide in tall grass and go undetected by enemies. And this is really cool because they've given you the ambush skill. So when this guy turns around, you can literally just go up and stab him in the back. Or you can just go up and do this and beat the shit out of him because these enemies are inept as fuck and they suck ass. So yeah. Pretty cool shit. Oh. Okay, maybe this guy's a little bit good because my reaction time is a little bit slower than I would have liked. That's right, I'm still too used to key pulsing for fucking... goddammit. I'm so used to key pulsing for Samurai, that's why I keep throwing shuriken everywhere. I'm using the buildings as target practice, alright? Don't question me. Isn't there one of those slug things down here? Yeah, I don't like those things. Those things are literally the shittiest enemy addition. That sounded like it was coming from my right-hand side. So if you haven't noticed, there's also something that I keep doing where I dodge and then I throw a shuriken while I'm dodging. And that's part of the pressure of keeping up your ninjutsu combat. Okay, this is bad. This is not a good situation. I'm gonna get out of here. If I can kite him around the fence into a headshot, I'll be alright. If I don't aim like shit. No, I aim like shit. Oh, come on. I was hoping my katana would have the range to knock him out of key right there. I still haven't figured out how that slide works, to be honest. I'm really trying to figure that out. I think you have to, like, go running into an attack, but I'm not sure. Oh. Oh, man, that would have been deadly. Holy shit. I forgot these guys have, like, hyper armor always from Sunday, so, like, he was gonna win that trade no matter what I did. There we go. Fucking bastard. I almost caught an axe to the dome right there. That was kind of sketch, to be honest. Get our little Kodama friendo, point him to the shrine. Get him some IHOP on the way home, because he's been a good boy. As you guide the way home for Lost Kodama, the number of elixirs replenished at shrines will be increased. By earning the trust of the Kodama, you will gain Kodama merit, which can be used to receive Kodama blessings. You can select blessings at shrines.
Ah, a Kodama. Is it lost?
Do we have an Odachi yet?
Perhaps it's been separated from its companions.
We do have no Odachi. It's level 1 though. But at least we have no Odachi. So one of my main gripes, honestly, about the alpha is that the gear and the equipment that they give you at the time of the final boss fight is not adequate enough. It's either the health threshold is a little bit too high and needs to be reduced by about 10 or 15%, or they need to give you like level 20 something gear. Because literally fighting the boss with like level 10 weapons is not accurate for like what kind of threat they throw at you. So I think that needs to be rebalanced and re-gauged a little bit. Ah yes, we can have our introduction to the bee. No. Now we can't. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I suck ass at fighting these fucking slugs. I can kite the slug away and get the Kodama, but I do not want to fight these fucking slugs. These slugs suck ass. I need more key. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. What the fuck? Why was that so delayed? Like, did you see the lag right there with the animation? What was that? That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. The fuck? He like aerialed and then he stalled for like no reason. Like, see, that's what it's normally supposed to look like. That's not what happened before. Okay, now we can get our Kodama. What's up, little man? And then I want to say there's another Chijiko around here somewhere. And there's Mezuki. Mezuki, honestly, in this game, they did fucking work on Mezuki. So cool. He has like 5 new moves in addition to what he had, but like all the muscle memory is still the same. Like if you could fight Mezuki in Neo 2 confidently, it's basically the same fight, but with like really good additions, TBH. So there's a Gaki core down here that you can get, but you have to fight a super macho Gaki, and then there's like 2 small ones. And if you run the small ones out of key or whatever, like they'll eat each other, and then you're dealing with like 3 giant Gaki, which fucking sucks at the very beginning. But you can definitely do it later with confidence. So we're gonna save that for a little bit later. So we got some decent stuff, so now we can go and edit our setup. Iga Jonin stuff. Head of the Iga Ninja. I don't think I've ever gotten this before. What is the set bonus on this? Dodge key, that's pretty good. Ninjutsu key damage, backstab damage. That's really good for ninjutsu. And life drain on ninjutsu hit. Honestly, like, that's a really good set. Like, early in the game? Yeah. Early in the game, that's pretty banger. See, our defense is a lot better, and we still have ninjutsu gauge charge, plus this gives us life, so we'll keep that. We'll keep all that stuff. And then we have, yeah, Sohaya stuff. So Sohaya is the set that I've been rocking throughout pretty much the entire DLC, and, fucking pre-alpha. It's like the exact opposite of a DLC. And, I basically needed it to fight the final boss. Like, you basically need a fucking set bonus, because if you don't have one, sorry, Jim, not gonna happen. Like, unless you're, like, really seasoned. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, the bosses in this fucking alpha do not fuck around at all. Like, the bosses are ridiculous. So much like Neo 2's alpha and beta had really overtuned bosses or whatever that required player discretion and kind of informing them how the balancing felt, this is very much the same way. So expect it to be the exact same shit.
Who are you?
I'm the guy that shot you in the face with a fucking arrow, buddy. Yeah, that guy's level 14 with a blue katana. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to remember how the fuck to get into this building, because there's like a thing in here. Okay, not this building. I thought I saw a glowing thing. Okay. Maybe I didn't. I still want to go kick the shit out of that Yamainu for kicking my ass. But like I don't have the elixir to do it right now.
What?
What kind of weapon does the guy behind me have? Oh, it's just an archer. Okay, I can just fight this guy in here and not worry about it. But I don't have any arrows, so I can't kill the archer guy with these. Oh yeah, I can. I've already been up here. Yeah, that's right. This is where the crucible is. This is how you get to Hanamatsu Castle or whatever. Or Hamamatsu Castle, I think it's called. And that's honestly kind of what I like about the open world direction, is not knowing where you need to go. Like, you still have the map compass, right? So the map compass will literally display to you where your primary objective is, but that doesn't mean that you can't run around and do other shit, and it is highly encouraged. Much like any other open world game of this nature, it's way, way, way in your benefit and in your best interest to run around and collect kodama and, you know, do side quests and get skills and get points and stuff like that, because you need that shit, really. And, above all that, you need the loot. Like, you need to be able to put together an armor set, and you need to have something reliable and defensible. Otherwise, you are going to promptly find yourself getting ass-fucked really fast. You're not dead. So, you heard me say earlier that the ninjutsu is kind of underpowered when you start out. That's why I said you want to invest about 20 into health, maybe 25, and then just completely nix it. Don't invest anything more in health. Really start getting on board with your ninjutsu, because, like, you're going to be relying very dependently on ninjutsu to do all your status application. So all your fire, all your water, all your confusion potential is going to come primarily from the ninjutsu playstyle. Praying at the 6th Jizo will earn you Jizo merit. Jizo blessings can be earned depending on your Jizo merit and are available for selection at the shrine. So, I believe there are only maybe 2 or 3 Jizo statues in the entire area for, like, the alpha. And they give you benefits that are not like the Kodama benefits. They give you their own dedicated list of benefits that are, like, really highly beneficial. Oh, he rocked me through the guys. Of course he did. Because I forgot what game I'm playing for a second. It's also very beneficial. I would highly suggest to those playing this alpha for themselves, use your ninjutsu style very predominantly so you can figure out what enemies are weak to. Because, like, figuring out enemies' elemental resistances and weaknesses will literally do nothing but benefit you. And you can really open up the combat and, like, play around. Very highly important stuff. I'm just getting tired of dancing. I kind of want, like, 1 or 2 of these guys dead. We don't have any skills for Odachi yet. We don't have any skills for shit yet, because we're in the very beginning. I kind of like how these guys throw caltrops, though. That's kind of sick. Oh man, I deserve that. I'm sitting there out of key, like, wishing I had a method of regaining key that wasn't pulsing. God damn it, I suck so bad. What the fuck? Bro deserves all of that. I'm not even gonna hold you. He earned every little single hit of that. I'm not even mad. Just feel really embarrassed. So there's something really cool with Odachi that I can't wait to show you guys. And it's probably not going to be for a while. Maybe day 2 or day 3 of our demo gameplay here. But yeah. They did some shit with Odachi, I'm not gonna hold you. They did some really cool stuff. Odachi has a lot of potential in this game. Way better than Neo 2, and Neo 2 was a significant improvement above Neo 1. But whereas Neo 2 added Moonlit Snow Retrograde or whatever so you could do it way faster, This game actually implements it better, but you may have it as an option later if you want it. But this is more of like a rounded quality version of what Moonlit Snow Retrograde is and does, and how it affects the way Moonlit Snow works. So, augments from Neo 2 definitely make a clapback, and they are really, really well tailored, in my opinion, personally. As I keep saying, I have nothing but like good things to say about this alpha for the most part. So now we get our introduction to soul cores, and soul cores operate a little bit differently than you're used to them working in Neo 2. So now you set them to shortcuts as items instead of having to hold down a button and press a corresponding triangle, face button, square, X, whatever. So you go into your box here, and the cores that you set will apply different properties depending on the position at which you set them. So if I set this one to Yang position, you get a summoning seal for Shunoban, and you get to use it 6 times, and you need 5 out of 5 of Omnio to be able to activate it. And then on top of that, you get special effects of life drain on Final Blow and Grapple, and melee damage on Scathe. So if you have full health, you're going to be doing more melee damage. But if you set it in the Yin position, it gives you talismans. So you can use Extraction, which is really good for acquiring Amrita when you hit yokai and stuff like that. So basically, they have pros and cons, but they're all pretty much pros, depending on how you want to apply and use them. And I think that's super, super fucking cool. Like, it's a really, really neat way to do soul cores in this game, TBH. It's really fucking sick. So basically now, once you get past that screen, you can assign them to your character as you would items, usable consumables, like sacred water or your elixirs or whatever the hell you want to use. So now you can set the extraction talismans on whatever D-pad of your preference you want to set them to, and yeah, now we get to run around and use extraction on shit, which is going to acquire us a lot of Amrita really, really fast. And it's a really good way to amplify your level really, really quickly if you're looking to just, you know, get a lot of skill points and you're wanting to fuck around with weapons and you want to have a little bit more comfort when it comes to fighting things. Raising your exploration level allows you to gain items and base stat increases, while also granting area info based on your level, including the following: display the entire map inside area, display location of exploration spots, display location of collectibles. Your exploration level can be raised by completing myths, capturing enemy bases, purifying lesser crucibles, and exploring the region. Additionally, interacting with friendly yokai such as Kodama, Scampuses, and Chijiko will also raise it.